Portugal, there's a YouTube show full of fun facts you need to know.
Hola, bon dia, alegria, Munson here with the Good Morning Portugal show, the live stream, the podcast, and of course, the Portuguese citizenship test. Where are we? Question 62, discussing this morning, answering the question, in which century did Portugal achieve independence from the Kingdom of Leon? Okay, that's this morning's question. We'll come back to that. Great chat yesterday after the show with Bruce Hawker, the head honcho, the big cheese, the grand fromage, the boss at Open Media and the Portugal Resident, which of course I write for. I'm a columnist at the Portugal Resident, the Resident now simply, and also the host of their twice weekly podcast now, the big interview yesterday, kicking off with Bruce as our inaugural guest, and fascinating. He was selling, among other fascinating things that I found out about him, and the incredible amount of titles that he's published over the years. At 16, he was driving across the Algarve as a teenager in the 80s, I think this was, and he was 16, driving his mum's car, selling crisps from the boot that another foreigner had basically brought into the country. Well, no, was making in the country, in the Algarve, the first flavoured crisps in Portugal. I don't think any of you here already this morning will have been here in Portugal, not even visited probably at that time, and experienced Crick Crack crisps, the first flavoured crisps. And Bruce was this salesman at 16 years of age, installing those across establishments across the Algarve at the south of Portugal, from one coast to another. Incredible beginnings in sales, and then he went on to have an incredible international publishing career, basically emanating from the Algarve. That'll be published at 3, that interview. So make sure you're subscribed to the Portugal Resident YouTube channel. Or if you check the Resident, maybe put the Resident Munson in there, because my name's in the titles, the episode titles, generally speaking. But the Resident podcast, you should find that on your podcasting platform of choice. Apart from iTunes, everything takes longer, doesn't it, with Apple? They're so fussy and up themselves, but hopefully we'll be on Apple. We're certainly on Spotify. Spotify was very easy to get involved with, and if you type the Resident podcast into Spotify, you'll find that. And already I've seen the topics that Natasha, unless of course other topics come in that hijack her current picks, Natasha Don, my colleague at the Resident, has some great picks for Friday as well. We record after the show on Friday. Her top 3 news picks from the Portugal Resident with what's going on around Portugal. And I notice over at the Resident as well, there's a brief news in brief in the mornings as well, which we might have to cover that if it's published early enough. But yesterday, Tuesday morning, the Briefly news, as November 25th commemorations reopen historic political fractures. Well, what do you know? Political fractures. The left-leaning parties didn't turn up to the November 25th coup celebrations, or commemorations at least. I don't know if it was something to celebrate. Well, I guess it would be for some people, wouldn't it? But that was the other part of the revolutionary process that you don't hear so much about. And we've got a little bit of information about that at the Portugal Club. President was there, and it was boycotted by other political figures, apparently. Yeah, it doesn't look like the Briefly news for Wednesday morning is published yet. Maybe that comes out at the official breakfast time of 9 o'clock. Yesterday, of course, as well as being the 50th celebration of that 1975 other coup here in Portugal, it was a day of stopping violence against women here in Portugal. And sorry to sound trite about that, but and I don't mean to in any way, but I mean, that should be just every day, shouldn't it? But I suppose these PR days do bring attention to that. A disgusting situation of domestic abuse against women here in Portugal. That was highlight yesterday as well. Okay, how are you doing this morning? I see Gemini, Gary. Did you rush back again, Gary? We're like Game of Thrones, we are. Pete, Mike, the coach, all of you, good morning to you. T-Duck as well. Who was first in this morning? And Matty. Matty, gets the early riser crown. Bon dia, alegria. His early worm. Did your early worm catch the bird this morning, Matty? Bon dia, alegria a todos e feliz quarta-feira. Happy hump day, Gumpers. Yes, it's not only hump day, it's getting the hump day, and Barak is NISS'd off. We have had Barak's beef when Barak joins us, Lord Travanca from Central Portugal. We'll talk to him about his experience at Gulgal. I think he had a great time. We showed some video, didn't we, of him horseback in Gulgal, POV of a rider riding through Gulgal. Magnificent. So we'll talk to him about that. The continuing adventures of his NISS number. He was told he needed one by one government department. He doesn't need one according to another government department. If you're doing IMA processes, you need a NISS number now, but you can't get them. So he's NISS'd off about that, and we'll find out more about that. And also, he's another disgruntled banker. Arabic, I'm calling them. Error. See what I did there? Arabic have switched over, I think, their technology. Arabic, notably taken over by Spanish bank chain or company, Monolith, possibly, a banker. And that process seemed to grind to a halt on the 24th, and still people are struggling to get into their details, their banking. They're trying to access their banking in a way that was fine until they messed about with it. If it ain't broke, if it don't try and fix it, right? And that's definitely the message, the memo from Arabic users. I don't think, generally speaking, Arabic customers are the happiest bunch. We had a terrible situation where we had to keep going back to the Caldas de Rainha branch. The reason I started with Arabic in the first place is because of what I always say about banks in Portugal. It's not the brand, it's the branch that matters. So if you can find good people in a branch, you're made. Somebody who might be able to help you with speak a little bit of English when things get tense. Are happy to take time with you to manage your account with you and open it and so on. And being local is good as well, isn't it? Which is why we've moved back to BCP Millennium here in near us in San Martino de Porto. But when we were in Korea, Arabic was the obvious choice, and we had some great personal local service there. But when we moved away, it got worse and worse, and I think it's the height of poor customer service at the moment, with people unable to get into their bank accounts. If you're a Eurobic customer and you've hacked your way in and you found a way to do it, can you share your secret with us this morning? Okay, a few Munson's memes of the morning ahead of Barak joining us. I've got quite the brace for you this morning. And a lovely video I haven't played yet from... we've got Portuguese Black Friday. We've got some fantastic memes. Do you know what? Whilst I get myself sorted out and have a little sip on my tea, I'm going to play you a new video from Nick. Nick very kindly has offered some intro music as well for the Resident podcast. I need to attend to that as well. Always more to do launching a podcast than I remember and realize. Capricorn Chris is here as well. Sorry, your video got to me a bit too late to be included yesterday, Chris. But you may have a new one today, or I'll just spin the postcard from London as we conclude today after we've had our chat with Barak. So let me just bring Nick's latest video. Love his style of playing. Great musician, of course. And I think I'll have it on the screen with me. Let me bring it up this way so I can watch it with you on the screen. Is this the one? Should we just click it and find out? I don't know. If we've had earlier this week, if we've had this already, I do a...
Something inside of a change, something I cannot explain. And then suddenly, out of the blue, living alone. Wish he had told me before, only just walked through the door. And then suddenly, out of the blue, living alone. Here's the freedom you've been asking for. Here's your blackbird, here's your open door. All those voices that it might break, but then mend, and then suddenly living alone. All those memories that felt so sweet, they're just blowing down an empty street. And a love that once seemed so secure, can't you feel it anymore? Can't you feel it anymore? Something inside of it changed, something I cannot explain, and then suddenly out of the blue, I'm living alone. And then suddenly out of the blue, I'm living alone.
That's sweet. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Nick. Keep them coming. What was that? I missed the end there. Got a message from Bobby O'Reilly this morning. Morning, Bobby. Good to see you as well. Nick Burrell there. He's traveling Portugal in his van, getting inspired by things he sees. I don't know if he sent me any explanation with that particular video there. Let me just have a look. Because there's usually a little bit of a backstory to what he's been experiencing. No, nothing with that one so far. But let me just put the link to his album that you can buy direct from the artist on Bandcamp. Isn't that a great service? One of the great services for musicians, Bandcamp. And if you like Nick's music, it's really, I mean, it's very immediate anyway, I think, but certainly growing on us even more as we experience more of it with the great Nick Burrell, traveling Portugal at the moment in his van, having a great time, being inspired by some of the things he sees and writing songs about them, and making videos of some of the sights and sounds. And they're the accompanying videos for the album that's coming out and available on this link here, Nick Burrell, bandcamp.com. Don't forget to put the right dots in there. Right, how you doing? It smells amazing. That to what question is that the answer? Sorry, making me cough. There, I do. It's always interesting to read the comments backwards, isn't it, and find out where all of these things. Oh, parsnips! I can't imagine for 1 minute parsnips smell amazing, especially when they've, in terms of before and after. I do 16 hours of fasting almost every day. It gives me more energy to get more done. Yeah, it's a funny old thing, isn't it, that we're learning about the industrialization of eating at the moment. I think there's all sorts of revelation and realization going on for humanity at the moment. There's a very thin veneer of normality holding everything together at the moment. Bits of tape, sticky tape, cable ties, zip ties, occasional spray of WD-40, just to create this sense of normality that we've become accustomed to in our years on the planet. But behind the scenes, it's quite extraordinary what's going on for people, I think. Why do I need one of those, Bobby? Do explain to me. Send me another message. Right. Hola, bon dia from Chris. Frosted windscreen on the car this morning. Do you have a car journey and a train journey? Reminds me of I was telling my lad the other day, my school commute meant a walk to the bus stop to the train station, Putney, Peter, and then a train from Putney to Clapham Junction, one of the biggest interchanges, I think, in the world, certainly in the UK and Europe, Clapham Junction, and then another walk from the station to school. This really helped me to daily despise the whole business of going to school, a commute of that kind, miles across London in the morning, from the age of 11. So you had frost on your car. I see. You've got Mrs. Capricorn driving you to the station there. The garlic clove I had last night is keeping my fellow people away from me, and the vampires as the gas. Is that what smells amazing? What's F&R stand for? Or F&R, a little bit of a cheeky laugh there at the expense of your fellow passengers. Bom dia, you had a whole clove. That's the way to build immunity. Well done. Did you roast it first? Bom dia, Gumpers. Frosty on the canal today. My doors were frozen shut. Yikes! Did you have to get a passerby to chip you out this morning? Scary stuff there on the canals of the UK. Bom dia, Alegria, Gumpers from T-Duck. Cold and sunny in Lisbon. 9 degrees centigrade is too cold for me. Yeah, okay. I've reclassified the acclimatized temperature scale. There are memes circulating at the moment. There's this one, isn't there, that's doing the rounds right now. Let me just take your comment off the screen so we can see what's going on there. Yeah, resident in Portugal on the left, Brit on holiday in Portugal. Do you remember on the mid-morning as well? Do you remember those days? And maybe some of you are still there, I don't know. But after a year or so, basically, I think what we're dealing with is the new conversion. So instead of like the centigrade Fahrenheit thing, double it and add 30. How to convert? I had to educate people on a Facebook group last night. I think this was how to convert to acclimatized temperature. Take the current temperature, so for example, 9 degrees. And in this example here, 12 degrees and minus 10. So that makes it -2. So this morning, it's actually 9 degrees and sunny here on the Silver Coast. That's -1 for anyone who's become acclimatized. For anyone who's been living in Portugal for more than a year, you're very welcome. So that's the new scale there. I hope that makes sense of it for you. We do have other marvelous memes this morning. Have you seen this one? Have you seen this one? And there's this one. And also a donut-shaped one, this one, global olive oil production. We'll come back to all of these. Was that yesterday? Oh, yeah, that was a good one, wasn't it? That was yesterday. This is based on a study by a certain Carl Douglas in 1974. This is where people were kung fu fighting in 1974. That's brilliant. Come on, you got to admit, that's superb. And this, I realise I didn't show. We talk about food, don't we? Here on this, and some classic. Yes, another thing I want to share with you: ordering food in Portugal or selecting a good restaurant. Didn't get to this yesterday. There's so much that I gather together and collate for your delight that sometimes we never even get to. This was a guide on Facebook. Which book? Ever wondered how the locals in Portugal always seem to end up in the places with the best food? That's it. We'll come back to that if we have time. That's a little guide by somebody called Scott Kirk in Moving to Portugal, which I thought was very good. And you may well end up with a meal like that. It's meetup day here in San Martino de Porto. Will I be able to find me something like that? Are we going to go to Samar again today? Somewhere warm, right? I was thinking, the way that we tend to deal with the winter here in Portugal, we just like pretend it's not happening. Wouldn't it be lovely to have a really cozy place where when you got in, you shut the door behind you and it was really cozy inside? It wasn't like colder than the outside, which is what's happening in some situations. This is the time of year when it's colder inside than outside, especially when the sun's come up here in Portugal. What about that? The idea of a cozy bar. I've succumbed, haven't I? I'm improving on the culture and making my foreigner suggestions unlikely to be told to go home to places where it's nice and warm and cozy. I'll carry on. Crisps in Portugal. What's this? Blooming nightmare. Only country you can see a chicken on the pack and it will be egg flavored. That sounded like that's another old fart comment there, Peter. Be careful. You don't want this sort of thing being screenshot and sent to the authorities while you're trying to get citizenship. To stop saying things like that, at least until your process is completed, sir. Right, yeah, so cold and sunny in Lisbon, 9 degrees too cold for me. That's -1, of course. NISS'd off, we went to the Loja de Cidadão. This is typical. Showed our paperwork and got the NISS'd numbers in email the next day. This is the problem, isn't it, with the bureaucracy? It's not only that things can be difficult, it's that they're different also all over the country. Some people are having terrible trouble. Whilst they're in the capital, it was really easy for the ducks, it would appear. A certain immigration service wanted €375 plus VAT to get each. That's enough to niss you off, isn't it? Kate, good morning to you. Have you had a guess at the Portuguese citizenship test question? 62 this morning. Bom dia e alegria, Gumpadoras. Very good, Kate. I see your daily flourishes with your greetings here from Tomare. If you get the Cidadão app on your phone, you can get an appointment without, is that the Sega system, without having to go there. The app will tell you when your number is getting close. That is awesome. Instead of dealing with queues, we have better technology to tell you what's going on with the queue. Isn't that brilliant? Thanks for that. So that's really helpful, though, T-Duck or Duck22. We're still doing that on YouTube. Maybe that's a StreamYard thing, in fact. Morning, Matt. It might not be YouTube at all. Frozen Chris the Ewok, T-Duck and Kate. Love Wednesdays. It's the start of our long weekend. Hells yeah! Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Hump day, or getting the hump day, when we find out what's peeing Barak off, what's Barak's beef in about 10 minutes' time. Not a cloud in the sky. Absolutely beautiful this morning in Central, in Fundão. Bom dia e alegria, campeadores. Está frio em Tomar. Esta manhã 2 degrees. Okay, -8. Over there. I see Lubbock, Texas on Barak's shirt. We were there in February. Probably not this morning. He looked down at his shirt. I could see him backstage. You're perhaps looking at a different picture of Barak. Home of the Buddy Holly Museum. Hey, hey, hey. I just made, I'll do that again for you, that brilliant Buddy Holly impersonation. That's indeed what it was. And Texas Tech. Is that the Texas Instruments people? I just made an appointment at the Loja de Cidadão on the same day as I got my biometric card. This was for 6 weeks later. Completely straightforward. Only 6 weeks to wait. You're very lucky, Adrian. It took us 2 years to get our cards during the COVID. And our long weekend started in 2012. Well done. Excellent. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, who's celebrating the longest long weekend here? That takes some beating, didn't it? 2012. Good morning, everyone, from the Gemini. And Gary, bon dia all. Happy UK Budget Day. Ah! Yes, it's the budget day in the UK. But, I mean, the government have been leaking what they're going to be doing since July anyway. I think you've got a pretty good idea. I think when that happens, when they've been leaking stuff to gauge public opinion, you know you're being buttered up for something horrible. But I hope it's not too bad, and it's not the straw that breaks the camel's back over there in the UK, from which the Capricorn Chronicles come every morning. The hardworking people of the United Kingdom chipping frost off their windscreens, eating garlic and making their way to work. Give the like button a little warm, folks. I saw one of these AI slot videos. It was very good, actually. It was about the future of Europe. I'm watching a lot of those at the moment. And this one seemed to be bearing out that my prediction for Europe is it will become a great big open museum for the rest of the world, unless we get our act together and do something exciting, and keep up with the rate of change and population and other things that are quite helpful to economies that other countries and other continents seem to be doing. But our destiny, possibly with Europe, is to become a massive open living museum for the future, celebrating the incredible European culture. But this video, why was I telling you that? Can't remember. Oh yes, it was smash the like button. That's if it still works in your part of Europe. Ooh, lol, changed our pounds into euros last night in anticipation. Yeah, I think there's probably quite a lot of that going on, wasn't there? The bon dia from a very foggy Miranda de Cordova this morning. Morning, Mike. Even worse than crisps that have a chicken on the front cover and are egg flavored. Even worse when you get a prato tortilla and someone has emptied a packet of crisps over it. That does take a bit of getting used to when you think you're ordering chips and you get American chips, potato chips on there. Yes, when we wanted, because you can definitely get your mouth in the right shape for chips, can't you? Get the mayo ready, get the ketchup ready, bit of salt, a bit of extra salt, maybe even some vinegar that you've brought along with you in your own bag, and then potato chips turn up instead of proper chips. Skin on or skin off, everybody. Thin or chunky. Twice fried or once. Bon dia, Gumpers. Feliz Carta. Hump day already. How did that happen? Says the coach. Washing machine is on the blink. I love your turns of phrase. He said fut. F-U-T. Don't get too excited, anybody. He said something went fut. I think it was one of his outside lights. How did that go? And now the washing machine is on the blink. So he'll be saying kaput next. So have a man coming this morning to hopefully fix it. Luckily, there's enough time for a coffee. How long has your long weekend been? Yeah, wise move on the changing the pounds late last night. It's not too late. I haven't got my Spartan Effect gilet on. I need it this morning of all mornings. A bit chilly here in the GMP studio, aka the garage. And it's really nice actually being in the garage because I have to go out to come back in again, and I get a little glimpse of the weather and the day. It is a beautiful day, if a little bit chilly. Still a -1 here by my acclimatized standards here, 9 degrees in actual fact on the Silver Coast. Yeah, Spartan FX probably can still help you out ahead of the budget if you want to change your pounds into euros. Morning to you, Mel, as well. Got my Bitcoin miner yesterday and had it set up within 10 minutes, mining the last 14 hours, and now we wait. If you notice your lights dimming in central Portugal, it was Matty turning on his Bitcoin miner, probably. Quite energy intensive, are they not, Matty? And Bitcoin miner, it sounds like a person. It's actually a machine, isn't it? A bit like, I won Choir Boy of the Year, but he was a noisy little sod, so I sent him back. Hopefully your Bitcoin miner is a machine and not a person who stands in the corner of your utility room there. Statistic average is 12.8 years to mine a block. What's this? Is this a block of blockchain? But it would happen in the next 10 minutes. But it could happen in the next 10 minutes as well. Oh, there you go. Oh, I see. Another 640 years to go then with your mining experiment. Well, this is interesting. Is it worth having a webcam trained on it? Keep us up to date with that, Matty. I rush back again for some distraction. I am 15 hours into a 16-hour fast and hungry. Wow, you're fasting as well. What's going on with you gumpers? Welcome to the club. I am doing the 16-a intermittent fast for 5 years. You get used to. What's going on here? Keep in mind that when you're hungry, that is the time the body gets a chance to clean up stuff. So it is good to be hungry for a bit. Yeah, we've got out the habit, haven't we? Hunger is bad. Cover up those feelings of hunger and any other emotions that surface when you haven't eaten for half an hour. Just about to tuck into our own roasted leeks, potatoes, what now? Parsnips, sausages, and gravy. We will spare a thought for both of you. All the fasters this morning. It smells amazing. Okay, so your roast breakfast by the sound of it. And T-Duck, another 16-hour faster almost every day gives me more energy. I totally get that. What does Jackie's boat smell of? Amazing. Eau de Bise and tea. What? Okay, I think that's the devil's lettuce aroma, isn't it? Roasted parsnips with our own olive oil and honey do smell incredible. Or drizzle of honey. I don't think this is probably helping for people who are not eating for the next 8 hours or whatever. Talking of olive oil, though, look at this. Well done, Portugal. One of me Munson's memes of the morning. Oh, and I think we'll have to save the Portuguese citizenship test for Barak. Let's put him on the spot. It's Kingdom of Leon connected, Barak. Okay, he's not looking happy about that, frankly. Chips in olive oil? No. Yes, chips in olive oil, definitely. Right. Biggest producer of olive oil appears to be Spain, Italy, then Turkey, and Portugal in fourth place. Well done. And when I was at the Ladding conference, mini conference the other day, Amelie, bless her, gave one of the speakers a jar of olive oil and talked about all the many olives that it took to produce 3 liters. I bet when you produce 3 liters, you're very sparing with it. But how lovely to be able to do that at all. So look at that. 1.5 million tons in Turkey. And next on the list, between Turkey and Tunisia, Portugal, just over, or nearly 1.2 million tons of olive oil. What is that donut made of, though, I wonder? Is that a bar of olive soap or something there that we've got on the screen? I know there are more people watching than are commenting, so if you're a lurker, please do say hi. Let's say a few more hellos. I wonder how Barak's got on with his olive oil. We'll get to that in just a moment. He's been quite busy. Lording it up in Golgal, literally. Look at this, 3 peas in a pod. How you doing, Simon? Lots of love to you, my friend, after recent events. Wake and bake. I think, eau de cannabis, by the sound of it there. She's sealed in as well with some kind of, Cheech and Chong situation on a UK canal boat, sealed in by the ice, sparking up and creating a massive floating bong on the. I mean, not that I know a lot about these things, but I've seen enough popular culture to imagine that might be what's going on a particular canal. in the UK at the moment. Morning, Hugh, as well. Good to see you, Hugh. And who was it? Who else was it? Oh, Hendog was here as well. Just coming to the end. You as well. Oh, yes, I had to sleep. That does count, doesn't it? As an 8-hour fast. Right, I'll come back to more of your comments in a moment. Let's get that, whatever that is, You don't want to see my ring on for any longer on your screen this morning. Did I really say that? Nice big round of applause. What's he beefing about this morning?
Good morning. Good morning. Good
Bon
morning.
dia, Barak.
Bon dia.
What T-shirt did you have on?
I don't have a Lubbock shirt. I don't know what T-Duck was talking about. I've been to Lubbock, I think, once in my life, and that was enough.
Oh, not a fan.
Yeah, it's
Right.
it's a college town, which is great. There's a little bit to do there, not a whole lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Buddy Holly Museum's here. Okay, so you've got one or two things there, a couple bars. I think there's a strip club or two.
You think he thinks?
It's been many years since I was there. It's probably gone by now, or they've replaced it with two others and a casino. Who knows?
Yeah, that can happen.
But if the wind blows just right, you've got the smell of the slaughterhouse that comes right through town, along with tumbleweeds about the size of VW bugs. So
Okay.
great town, great town.
Yes. So you wouldn't want to go there every day, and really, it doesn't matter
No.
anymore to you, even though it's so easy to
No.
get there. But you're not going to rave on about it. And should you
No.
go back, that'll be the day. See what I did there?
Right. Yes, I saw that.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was good.
I mean, that is a big claim. The Buddy Holly Museum. He was a great influencer, or a great influence upon the Beatles, of course, and many other popular recording artists. He's a real crossover sort of guy, wasn't he? Bringing
He
popular
was.
music
It
off
was.
the out of the dusty, fusty world of music that of our parents' generation, perhaps, and into the popular music of the 60s and 70s.
Right.
All right. So well done, Lubbock, on that basis. Perhaps nothing else okay, to commend
Yeah,
it.
there's
I like the
again.
backdrop. Yeah,
Thank
nice
you. Thank you.
backdrop. So you're going places with your travel agency, it seems.
Trying
I'm on
to.
fire this
Trying
morning.
to.
I'm on fire this morning. Come on. What's the update on BMZ travel?
It's moving slow. It's moving slow. I don't know. People are
Slow tourism.
yeah, no tourism. People aren't leaving the US to come here.
Come on, help a travel agent out this morning. Well, okay, it takes a while to get a business off the ground. I'm sorry, that just came out automatically off the ground. But yeah, it does take a while to get a business off the ground. And I think travel, a lot of it is based on reputation, and it takes a while to build one of those, doesn't it?
It does. It does. And that's fine.
Yeah.
It's all about word of mouth. Once you get a couple people book a trip and they go and they come back and they start telling their friends and so on and so forth, then it helps.
Yeah.
But it's just a matter of booking those first few trips.
Yes. Yeah, indeed.
Right. It's easy for me. I mean, I book my own trips and I come back and I have a great time and people are like, "Oh, where'd you go?" Well, this is where I went. Who did it for you? Me. Oh,
Absolutely.
okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So that's the added value you're bringing to this. Do you go on most of the tours you organize as well, or not necessarily?
I've gone on a couple. Actually, we're leaving next week. What is today? Today's Wednesday. We leave a week from today. Oh shit.
Not packed yet, clearly.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I still have some shopping to do. So, we're heading off to Sweden for 2 weeks. So
Wow.
yeah, we're going to go to Gothenburg for about 4 or 5 days. Stockholm for a few days, and then we'll take the night train up to Kiruna, which is north of the Arctic Circle. We'll chase the northern lights and go snowshoeing, dog sledding, see some reindeer, ice hotel, and back to Stockholm for a couple of days, and then back home.
Oh, sounds lovely. Sounds lovely.
Yeah.
Have you been before?
We've been to Sweden probably 2 or 3 other times, but usually during the summer.
Right.
So you get the land of the midnight sun.
Oh, yes.
And
Yes.
yeah, it's interesting.
An
You wake
idea.
up you wake up at like 2 in the morning to go to the bathroom, and you're like, is it really that bright out? And you open up the shades, they're blackout shades. You open the shades, and the sun hits you right in the eyes, and that just throws your body clock off, and now you're awake.
I bet, yeah, and all
So
the
yeah,
neighbors
it's
are screaming as you stand there naked
pretty much,
in the
yeah.
window. Yeah,
Yeah, all
incredible.
the kids are running around going, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god." In
Come away,
Swedish, of
children!
course.
Yes, the Americans are into. Although in Sweden, I don't think people are averse to a little bit of nakedness, a little bit,
No.
less repressed than a lot of the rest of us. So yeah, great, good times in Sweden
Yeah.
then. And Golgal, you're recently back from Golgal. Was it your second
Yes.
visit there?
It was. It was.
How
Golgo
was
was
it?
great. It
Yeah,
was great.
yeah,
They got a lot of rain this year. Got a lot of rain.
yes,
Um, I think that's typical for down there this time of year, but that's okay. We had a
yeah,
great time. Um, my horses behaved beautifully.
yeah.
Took both my wife's horse and mine, and rode them both out there in the town of Golga and around the track and in the arena, and so it was great.
And
Had a
is that
great
what
time.
you can do? I mean, we've got some footage here.
There you go.
That's what you can do. You take your horse to Golgal and you can just ride it around the town.
You just ride around town.
Brilliant.
It's great. You know,
Yeah,
people get out of your way.
yeah, obviously.
Um, I put rubber shoes on my horse. Yeah, I'm talking to my horse.
You're right.
I always talk to my horse. I got to talk to somebody.
Yeah, yeah. Yes.
So I put rubber shoes on my horse. They're metal, but they're wrapped in rubber. Give him a little extra grip so that he doesn't slip around on the cobblestones and the concrete and things like that. And it's easier
Yeah.
on his joints.
Okay. Yeah.
And most people don't hear him coming. And
Oh,
so
and
they're
they turn around and there he is.
pretty much, yeah. Well, they're a little surprised when he comes up and he sticks his nose in their ear.
Aw.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
that's kind of what he does.
Oh, he sounds very friendly and lovely. And so, did he have a good time? I mean, can you tell if he's having a good time or not?
Yes, actually, look at it. You'll see. Look at his ears. His ears are forward.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's
Picking up
he's
speed.
having
Here.
a great
Picking
time.
up speed.
Yeah,
And did he make
he's
any
having a good
friends?
time.
A horse is sociable.
Yes,
Oh,
they
okay.
are. They
Wow,
are.
that's beautiful.
Um,
Hmm.
so last year I had a couple of people come up and wrap their arms around his neck, and I'm thinking, he doesn't know you. You don't know him. You don't know what he's going to do. Fortunately, my horse doesn't do anything, but oh, they all want to take pictures and they're petting and they're patting and it's fine.
It's a bit like with kids, isn't it? In Portugal, people are quite open in, patting your kids on the head or chubbing their cheeks or whatever. I even get that occasionally as well, and I like it. I like it, to be quite
A
honest with
little, it's the same, except there's a little bit of difference.
you. Oh,
You
go on.
know, most kids aren't weighing 1,000 pounds.
Hopefully not. Like the ones that haven't been fasting,
Right. I'm not sure even a 16-hour fast is going to help, but yes.
Yes, another vision for Europe, perhaps.
Right.
Okay.
1,000-pound child.
Yes. Wow.
And
Okay. Yeah, that's fair enough. So if he flicks his head or gives you a nip, you know about it. I got bitten
yeah,
once by a foal, and they can give you quite the nip, can't they?
a little bit.
Gets a loose skin on your arm, that hurts. That
Yeah.
smarts. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got a baby in the States. He'll be a year in January. And my mare is pregnant. She's due to deliver, I think, in March.
Wow.
So I'll have two little ones.
Oh,
Gotta get
cool.
them sold.
Okay. And
Uh,
so also, yeah, any tours, and also if you want to buy a horse. This morning
right.
on the Good Morning Portugal show.
That's right.
These are horses in Texas, are they?
Yes. Yep.
Wow. Okay, you could buy a Texan horse. Who knew
That's
that
right.
we'd be selling horses in Texas on the Good Morning Portugal show?
They're halter bred.
Yeah.
And I've got pictures of the dam and the sire, and so yeah, anybody interested, let me know. They're starting at about 15,000, 18,000 a piece. So if you're interested and you want a halter horse, let me know.
Excellent stuff. Okay, go is awesome, says Pete. Unlucky with the weather by the sound of it. And it must be awful. What if when the horses are chopping up the mud in the rain, it must get very difficult. It must be like Glastonbury. Usually we have a second summertime that week. Did you go to the disco where you're only allowed on horseback? Did you go to that one?
No, did
Okay.
not do that.
All right. And another tip here. If you have a Lubbock t-shirt, it's probably best advised. Not sure what that is. You don't need to explain either, Pete, as well. Please don't. I've never been to the UK. I won't be visiting until they restore basic human rights, says Tita. Don't read everything you read on X.
I guess Studek's not going back to the US then.
And perhaps as well, yes, indeed. Happy here in Portugal. Hola, bon dia. Cycling with the gang to visit the largest Santa Claus in the universe on all other festive sites this morning. Off to, that would be, what's it called? Agada, I think. That sounds wonderful. Take us a picture, if you will, please, the Porky Feet Andero. Yes, and Stubbs Barbecue. Is that another thing then that's in Lubbock, possibly? We're not letting it go, are we? For sure here, Lubbock in Texas. Right, NISS'd off then. It's hump week. You get the hump sometimes about things that are going on. Although I have to say, Barak, and I've commented on this before, you are chilling out a little bit. You are taking the calma, tranquilo advice of fellow Portuguese. But the NISS adventure continues, does it? What's going on with that?
Well, so so as most have experienced, when the residency starts coming due, I'm in their infinite wisdom wants everybody to have a NISS. And so we, like everybody else, went to our local Social Security office and spoke to a gentleman and said, I need a NISS. I'm an immigrant. I'm here. My residency card's coming up. And IMA's requiring me to have a NISS card. He says, oh, I can't do that, but I'll give you a declaration for you don't need a NISS, and that'll work just fine. I've got friends that are from Japan, and I gave them the same thing, and it worked beautifully.
So this is an anti-NISS.
Yes,
so this is a certificate to say that you don't have something.
Right, that I don't need it.
The possibilities for this are endless. You could have hundreds of certificates proving that you don't need the thing that the certificate refers to. How about them? Yes, okay, that'll keep people in jobs, won't it? Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, great. So I took it, sent a picture of it to Daniel. Daniel said, yeah, I don't think so. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. All right. So went to Oliveira Hospital, went into the camera and went to go see my local IMA representative. And I showed the paper to the lady and I said, my understanding is that you all require a NISS. Even though I'm retired, I'm not making any money here. I'm an immigrant. I need it for my residency. And she said, yes. She said, but. I said, but what? And she said, well, we're having a training and conversation and things in January. And so things may change in January.
Oh. Okay.
And I said, okay. I said, in the meantime, I said, I don't want to be caught behind the 8 ball. Can you give me something to go back to the Social Security office 2 blocks away? And so she pulls up her website, pulls up the requirements, prints it off, highlights it, and says here. Great. Take it, walk back up 2 blocks to Social Security, walk in, go see the same gentleman. I said, here, I need my NISS. Looks at it, he reads it. No.
We need dramatic music for these stories.
I know, don't I? Yes. And he said, I no. Well, I said, what do you mean, no? He said, no. But okay, IMA says I need it. You're saying no. He said, it's against the law. I said, I understand. Frankly, I don't care.
Oh,
you're not the one that's going to be throwing me out of Portugal.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not going to be coming in front of you next year, and you're going to say, it's okay. I'm going in front of IMA that says, no, it's not okay because you didn't get what we asked for.
Yes. Yeah.
And he said,
what was the atmosphere like at this point, Barak?
He was kind of joking around, and I really wasn't. I was like,
oh dear, yes. Okay.
Dude, this is not okay. He says, it's all right. Just be calm about it.
Yeah.
Typical Portuguese attitude. Just be calm. Everything's calm. No.
Come on, though. I mean, he's got a point. He's got a point.
Yeah, I guess.
Yes. Yeah.
And I said, okay. But when everything comes due and I go to see IMA and they're going to say, you don't have this.
Yeah.
He said, what are they going to do? You have a house, right? I said, yes. They're going to take your house? I don't know. Are they going to throw you out and send you back to the U.S.? I don't know. Are they going to keep your house? I don't know.
But he's making the point, presumably, that, oh, come on, don't worry about it. It's only a little bit of paperwork. You're going to be
Right.
fine.
You'll
Yeah.
be fine.
Yes. But you haven't been brought up like that, presumably.
No.
Necessarily. That's not your way of things, is it? And I think that takes a lot of nerve, doesn't it, to hear that and say, yeah, you know what? You're right. I'm not going to bother to get anything I'm a want. I'm just going to rock up to the appointment and say, what are you going to do about it? I've got a house here.
Right. I've got a house. I've got a
car.
car.
The border as well, with,
Right.
with the immigration officials. Hey, I've got a house here. Let me in. To hell with your NISS'd number. All right, okay. All right.
So he said, really, the only way that you're going to get a NISS is if you're going into an assisted living.
Did you think about it?
I said, you're going to put me there. I said, I might need it after all.
Yeah.
He said, nah, you're fine. You're fine. You don't worry about it. And I said, okay. I said, this is not going well. He said, come back and see me in January and we'll talk about it then.
Really?
He said, have a nice Christmas. Have a nice Christmas, relax, go on vacation, go do something, come back and see me in January.
Chill, calma, tranquilo. Very good. And have you taken that as an answer?
No, of course not.
Right.
So I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to get one, and I keep hitting my head on the wall.
Well, you know what? A trip to Lisbon sounds in order. The online portal doesn't work for retirees. You need a work permit.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's why you can't do it online.
Social Security doesn't issue social security numbers. Silly. No. Okay, you have to go to the Espaço de Cidadão, not Social Security. So have you tried that? We are helping here. Team effort.
I have not.
Okay, give that a go, because that could be the hack you are looking for there. So Loja de Cidadão, that can be done online as well as in real life. Often, our Espaço de Cidadão here is next to the Centro de Saúde. And it's a little bit of an admin office, and it might be someone who recognizes you and who you recognize, who does a few hours in there a week. And it's worth going back at different times, because as we've discovered in Portugal, a different day, a different person can get you a different outcome on the very same thing, right? So it might be worth
possible.
Yeah, check out your Espaço Cidadão. The Portuguesa will know where that is in Oliveira do Hospital. So I would recommend that. And you're forgiven for thinking that you might be able to get a social security number at Social Security. I mean, fair enough. That's a fair guess, isn't it? But as it turns out, maybe not. And the Loja de Cidadão could be your best bet with that. It's worked for T-Duck, I think, here this morning. So that's where you're at, is it? You've just been told to calm down, but it's still outstanding as far as another government perspective is concerned.
Right.
Well, good luck with that, mate. Let us know how that goes. But you're clearly not as peed off about it as you have been about some things. I think the whole thing is working on you. The power of now is definitely working on you.
I think so. I think so.
Okay. You have a trip for us as well. You're going to run through a trip for us. Before you do, however, is it Spain related?
No.
Oh, okay. That would have worked really nicely, because I want to do the Portugal Club citizenship test question, where I put you on the spot, Barak, this morning, and ask you citizenship test question number 62. I love it when I turn my back for a moment, like the cobbler in the Elves and the Shoemaker. And the little pixies at the Portugal Club have been and made a guess over there. In which century did Portugal gain independence from the Kingdom of Leon? And two guesses so far. Who's this? Kate and Anouk, good morning to you. Thank you for guessing. Cheers, Kate. They've gone for the 12th century. It could be the 14th. Another option, it could be the 10th. And that is Alfonso, I think, who led the Kingdom of Leon until the first king of Portugal wrestled it back and was ordained or declared the first king of Portugal after that sorry business, where the independence from the Kingdom of Leon was gained. What would you guess on that?
I'm quite certain it's not the 10th century.
Okay. Why is that? Something else was going on at the time.
Yeah. That's too far back. It's too far back.
Okay. Take your time.
I'm probably have to go with the 12th century as well.
Yes. If the other people hadn't guessed that, do you think you'd have gone for that, or is it peer group
I
pressure?
would. Yep.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. Okay.
I would.
Educated guess from Kate there. And yes, selection A then. Oh, more. Thank you very much for that, Barak. And we'll come to your tour in just a moment. Get the app called Mapa da Cidadão. Get an appointment for the Espaço da Cidadão, and they will issue your NISS'd by email the next day. That is a great hack. That's what we're all about here on Good Morning Portugal and at the Portugal Club. Do you know what? I'm going to send you that as a screenshot.
Please do. Please do.
I'm going to do
That'd
that
be great.
right now. Okay. It's coming in under all your lovely horse videos that you sent me. Okay. So where are we going this time?
Well, Philomena has a great trip to the Azores going. And so along that line, I thought I would have a pretty good trip to Madeira.
Very good. I've got a meme about that. I've got several
Is it
memes.
sharing?
We haven't. Yes, it is. Yeah. There's
Okay.
yours.
There
There's
it
yours.
is.
Love it. Show, don't tell. Very good indeed. On that note, though, look, if a map of Europe, if we counted water as well as land, look how big Portugal is if you take into account its territorial waters, which, of course, is where you'll find the Azores and the Madeira that you're talking about, Madeira Islands. Is this one? Oh, what's that one? Oh, yes. The map showing the percentage of population living on an island of every European state. Look, 5% of, less than 5% of the Portuguese population. I'm guessing that does include the Açores and Madeira. Thank you. You didn't have much choice in that, Barak, but thank you for permitting me to share my Munson's morning memes with you. I love these maps. I'm beginning to think that they are not true necessarily, but anyway, back to your lovely proposed tour to Madeira here. What have you got?
So I got a 5-day, 4-night. This one is actually on sale, so it's a pretty good price. It's all inclusive, so it's your breakfast. It didn't have lunch. It has, I think, 1 or 2 lunches. Has all your breakfast.
It's not a fast.
No, it's not a fasting trip.
No.
Are you kidding? I don't fast.
No.
It's 5 days, 4 nights, round trip air, ground transportation, your tours, and your breakfasts for $7.73 a person.
Very good. And it's the flower festival that we're going to.
Yes. So it'll be in May. And you've got, your flight there. Then you've got first day, once you get there, you've got the day at leisure.
Yeah.
Second day, you're doing a tour of Porto Moines. I know I'm going to screw up half these names, so just bear with me. Cabo Guerrero, Brava, Madalena del Mar, visit the banana plantation, drive towards Paulo de Serra, Fonte de Bisto, and then off to Porto Moniz, and you'll stop for lunch. You have a couple 2 hours for free time, walk around the town. That's on day 2. Day 3, you'll go to, let's see if we can't do this a little better.
No, I'm liking it because we haven't had photos and images up to now, have we? I think this is great.
There we go. Oh, well. So day 3, you'll be at Funchal, Santana. You'll depart for Cristo Rei, and then you'll visit center of Machico and Ponta de Sal Loreco and Porto da Cruz, and you'll get to go to the old rum distillery there. So,
rum! You'll have a poncho, won't you?
Yes. So, what better thing to do is go and get drunk on a tour? Why not?
Okay, very good.
I did it years ago when we went to Puerto Rico. We went to Bacardi. Don't remember much after that.
Bacardi is in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico. Wow.
Oh, it was great.
You like a drop of rum, do you?
A little Bacardi 150 is not bad.
When in Rome, I guess.
When in Rome, why not, right? That's why we drink so much here. When in Portugal, drink.
Yes, that's definitely a national pastime here, isn't it?
I think so. I think so.
I've featured a few of those memes. The amount of wine drunk per capita. I do think it's the top of a lot of charts here in Portugal, and Madeira being no exception, where Barak wants to take you here. So the flower festival, tasting the rum. I mean, it's paradise. Have you been before to Madeira?
I've not. I've
Okay,
not.
you're going to be
No.
going on this one.
I'm thinking about it. It's either
Right.
that or we're going to go spend 2 weeks in Italy. So I'm not sure which.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, both. Come on. Um,
Why not?
and which bits of Italy are you thinking of?
Think about I'm putting together a trip to Naples and Sicily.
Mm,
So if somebody's interested in that, let me know. I can
yeah.
let you know what's going on. But yeah, we're going to spend probably a week in Naples and Pompeii and things like that,
Very
and
good.
then take the ferry down to Sicily and work our way around the island of
How
Sicily.
lovely. That sounds wonderful.
So
Have you always been interested in travel and touring around the world?
I have. My
Yeah.
mom and dad got me into it as a child. I think when I was 10 or something like that.
Yeah.
They took us to London of all places.
Right, okay. Yeah.
And then as a child, like I said, they always took us someplace. It was either to someplace in Mexico, the Caribbean, um, London, somewhere.
How
And
lovely.
so, um, that and the different foods and the culture and the environment. So mom and
Mm.
dad's thing was, if you see something on a menu, try it. Don't have to
Okay.
like it, just try it.
Yes, absolutely. Great, good parenting,
Yep. Yep.
right there. Bit more advice. Thanks, T-Duck, for this. T-Duck's determined to get you some progress with your NISS here. You can set the app to send you a text message when your appointment time is getting close. Isn't that great?
That'd be
And
great.
you can also check the app at any time to see how many people are ahead of you. That's fantastic. Thank you
Wow.
for your help with that. Yeah, the app will show you where all the different offices are located. Obviously, it's a different sort of life you're living in central Portugal compared to Lisbon, but you might have to travel a little bit for this. Choose an office, and then you can get a number for a same day appointment. I recommend doing this first thing in the morning. Cheers, T Duck. Wonderful help there. That's
Perfect.
how we roll in this community. Portugal, yeah, the focus is on the UK today and their budget. Portugal supports UK farmers. Bondi are waiting for the UK budget and to see how it impacts their business back there. Too busy for breakfast. Don't think our 10 litres of olive oil will contribute much to the dash. Well, many a mickle makes a muckle, but we will be using it sparingly. What a lovely thing, though. Each time you use it, you're thinking, that came from our trees. How beautiful is that? Very few food miles with that. Human rights in the UK, you could be waiting a while before visiting then.
It's like the US.
Yes, and T-Duck, UK and human rights, they removed trial by jury. I'm guessing that's trial by jury yesterday. We have no rights here. What an amazing time we're living in. Let's not get started on that, because that could
No,
open quite the conversation, I think, could it not? If we
I think
start,
so.
let's just keep it light for the time being.
Yeah.
Okay, mate. Good luck with that NIST number. Thank you for being here
Yes.
and sharing the plan
Absolutely.
and your report from Gogo. It's absolutely lovely. And we'll see you again next month, where I suspect you're going to be even calmer and more tranquil then, Barak.
Very possible. I will have just been coming back from our trip to Sweden, so I don't know that I'll have anything bothering me. We'll
Could
see.
you get me something from IKEA and maybe a couple of ABBA CDs while you're over
Sure.
there? Okay.
You want some Swedish meatballs?
Absolutely. Yes, please, if you don't mind. All right, folks, have a great day. Good luck, UK people, of your budget. Cheers, Barak, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Take
Cheers.
care.
Take care.
Ciao,
Ciao. Ciao,
bye
ciao.
for now. Bye-bye.
In Portugal, there's a YouTube show full of fun facts you need